Guys, welcome back into another NFL Fantasy Football 2022 Top 5 video. This time, talking about my top 5 backfields to avoid. We understand that the running back is the most important position in fantasy football, but these backfields, I simply want no part of, personally. So guys, I'm going to be going over them, starting with number 5. It's the New England Patriots backfield here, and we understand the whole Bill Belichick thing, you know, which running back are they going to go with? You've got Harris, Stevenson, James White as well, eating into the PPR points out of the backfield on third downs. No thank you, any of these running backs. I'm not even sure where Harris is going in terms of mock drafts, you know, 6th, 7th round, maybe even earlier than that. We know how high in demand running backs are, and he is a starting running back. But guys, this is a situation I'm just not interested. I mean, Stevenson maybe as a handcuff if you want to take him late. But personally, normally with the Patriots and their backfield, how Bill Belichick has managed things in the past, I don't expect this to be a high-octane offense with Mac Jones. They're going to mainly rely on defense, lower-scoring type games. I'm just steering clear of this backfield. I'm not drafting. Again, Stevenson, you know, maybe late as a handcuff. They got Perry Strong Jr., the rookie, late in the draft, whatever. I'm not interested personally in this backfield. They come in at number 5 on my list. Coming in at number 4, it's going to be the Washington Commanders, and I said this last year, this year, I do not like Antonio Gibson for a number of reasons. You want to talk about the issues with PPR. If you're playing in PPR leagues, we know basically everyone is at this point. And J.D. McKissic, who did happen to re-sign, there was a weird thing with J.D. McKissic where I think he almost agreed to a deal with the Bills, but he's back with the Commanders. We know he's the third down back. And this isn't even a situation where you can draft McKissic late. Even if Antonio Gibson suffers a season-ending injury, McKissic is still a scat back. He's not going to get 10, 15, 20 carries a game. He's going to be the third down back no matter what. So you have Antonio Gibson. With Antonio Gibson, the only thing you can hope for is the goal line touchdowns, maybe, because we know McKissic he's not getting goal line carries. But the issue with Antonio Gibson, if the Commanders fall behind, he's not going to be playing. They're going to be throwing a lot. McKissic's going to be on the field. It's a situation where there's a yin and a yang, and neither one of them are valuable because they cancel each other out, in my opinion. So I'm staying away from Antonio Gibson. I'm staying away from J.D. McKissic, and I'm staying away from the Commanders' backfield as a whole. They come in at number 4 on my list of backfields to avoid in 2022 for fantasy football. Moving on down to number 3, it is going to be the Miami Dolphins. This is another one, this one truly is a cluster. They've also got Sony Michel, Myles Gaskin, Chase Edmonds. What is this? Mostert? Oh my god. This one is self-explanatory, guys. People may take a chance on Chase Edmonds, hoping that, you know, Miami's going to score a lot of points with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Tua taking that next step. There's a lot of hype around Miami. But guys, even if it's like a 7th, 8th, or 9th round pick, you're better off investing in an asset that has a legitimate chance to, at some point in the season, receive RB1 type carries. In my opinion, Chase Edmonds, Michel, any of them, there's so many of them. There's 4 guys that legitimately could get carries in this offense. That tells me I'm just not interested. I'm not interested in the 9th round. I'm not interested in the 10th round. I'm steering clear of this backfield. I'm not going to draft any of them. I think the Dolphins could have a decent offense, but it's like Russian roulette. Who gets the goal line? These are all very similar running backs, too. I guess Michel is more of a... Sony Michel has had the weirdest career. At Georgia, he was literally the complimentary third down type... Well, he wasn't a third down type back, but he was that complement kind of speed back to Nick Chubb. Now it's almost like he's a power back. Like he's done a what? Do you guys notice that? The Sony Michel thing is really weird, but this backfield, bye-bye, not interested, not gonna happen, not gonna touch it. Personally, there's no handcuffs because there's 4 of them. If one of them gets hurt, the other 3 you're gonna need 3 of them to get hurt. You're gonna need 3 of them to get hurt. Does it also say, no, that's not Zamir White. No, Zamir White is on the Raiders. I know that for a fact. That's some other Z White. That was interesting. But guys, they come in at number 3 on my list. The Miami Dolphins backfields I'm avoiding. Moving down to number 2, it's going to be the Arizona Cardinals. And guys, this one is fairly simple. James Conner's going to be a bust. Please stay away. I've been seeing James Conner go in the 2nd round of these ESPN mock drafts I've been doing. It saddens me every time I see an ESPN user draft James Conner in the 2nd round. What are we doing? You've got Williams as the backup. This is a, guys, don't touch this backfield, please. The other thing you have to be worried about is Kyler Murray potentially stealing rushing touchdowns. Now, the main issue with James Conner, he had less than 800 rushing yards last year, but he had something like 15 touchdowns. Major touchdown regression is in store for James Conner. He didn't average a good, yards per carry. He wasn't efficient. Please stay away. I've been seeing people are drafting James Conner as their RB1. Guys, it's not a good situation. You do not want James Conner. I wouldn't draft James Conner in the 5th round, folks. We see people drafting him late in the 1st round. All right, maybe not that high, but it's like mid-2nd round. I've seen him gone. So steer clear of anyone in this backfield. Conner, Williams, Benjamin, Ingram, the rookie, any of them. I'm staying away personally. And the Arizona Cardinals coming at number 2 on the backfields I'm avoiding in 2022. But number 1, the number 1 backfield I am not interested in at all. Of course, it's the Houston Texans. And what a miserable backfield. So we've got Marlon Mack coming back from a major injury. He is listed as the starter. We've got Rex Burkhead. We've got Pierce, the rookie. We've got, it looks like Royce Freeman. Is Royce Freeman on this team? Oh, good for him. But guys, I mean, what a complete cluster this is. Don't be cute. Don't say, Rex Burkhead, maybe I'll draft. There's no point. You're wasting assets. Pierce, so people have been talking about drafting Pierce, playing him late. Guys, I'm telling you, they way overdrafted that kid from Florida. I know, guys, I literally studied the draft. I made a lot of videos on it. Pierce was significantly overdrafted. There's no way he should have been a 3rd round pick. I would not draft him. Trust me. I just don't think he's very good in general. So, Mack, Burkhead, Pierce, Freeman, it's not going to work with these guys. I'm not interested in any of them. I'm not spending a late round pick on them. Guys, draft Tyler Algier. Draft David Bell. Those are the assets we need to be investing into late rounds, not Marlon Mack. People are like, well, it's good value if he's the RB1. He's really not even the RB1 when you've got 3 other guys there. They're all going to get carries. He's coming back off an injury. Just stay away. Please, whatever you do, stay away from this backfield. But just to recap everything, guys, top 5 backfields to stay. Also, I did want to reference another backfield that I'm kind of... there's a few other backfields I'm kind of, I don't know. The Bills. And I know James Cook has gotten some significant buzz. And maybe James Cook ends up doing something. But I think his ceiling is limited because he's not an RB1 type. He's almost like a J.D. McKissic. He's a little bit bigger than McKissic, so he can carry the ball a little bit more. I wouldn't be against drafting James Cook, but it's not like I feel like there's some momentum behind him. Like, people are drafting him in like the 10th and 11th round. So you're actually going to have to invest something into him. Singletary, guys. But for the Bills, just stay away. Stay away from anyone outside of James Cook. And even James Cook, I'm really not going to draft. I'll be honest, I'm not drafting James Cook. I'm just not doing it. The Bills are another one. It's like, also Josh Allen. You have to also factor in the idea Josh Allen is a big guy. If they're near the goal line, he's going to snipe some of your running backs rushing touchdowns if they're at the 1. What if he does a QB sneak? Oh, that's the worst. It is the worst, but the Bills are another one. They're not on my list, but I'm not interested. I know people like James Cook. He's a rookie. I get it. Dalvin's brother, right? I understand that, but he's more of a third down back. I don't see the upside there. Maybe if an injury happens, maybe. But when it comes to my top 5, we've got the Patriots at number 5, Bill Belichick. Guys, it's simply not worth it. Number 4, the Commanders. You've got Antonio Gibson. You've got J.D. McKissic kind of canceling each other out. McKissic getting all the PPR points, but he gets no rushing touchdowns. Gibson getting all the rushing touchdowns, but he gets no PPR points. You want to talk about a horror show. Number 3, the Dolphins. What a mess that is. 2, the Cardinals. James Conner, touchdown regression. It's happening. Please stop drafting him. And number 1, it's going to be the Houston Texans and the absolute mess of a backfield. You know what? The Texans' backfield somehow was actually worse last year when they had David Johnson as well. It was even worse than this. But they're still number 1 in my opinion. Worst backfields, guys. That's going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.